XXL has given us a myriad of superstars in hip-hop like Kendrick Lamar, J. Cole, Future, and Travis Scott. But they've also given us a lot of one-year wonders, 6-month wonders, and a lot of failures in music. So today, we're going to be ranking the best members from each XXL class, starting all the way from 2015 to now. Quick criteria for me to make this list. Number 1, longevity matters. Did you actually last longer than a year? That means something to me. Number 2, overall discography. Is it actually good? Is it actually decent? Does it make people feel something? Did I feel something listening to it? Or really, did anybody listen to it at all? Number 3, are you actually good at what you do? It's that simple. Are you artistically talented? Because look, I know you made the XXL list. A lot of niggas was ass. And number 4, accolades. The reason why it's number 4 is simply because, again, there's a lot of one-year wonders. A lot of people that peaked insanely high but fell off the face of the earth not even like 6 months later. So yeah. But before we get into the video, y'all, make sure y'all like, comment, subscribe, share this with your friends, share this with your family. Let me know what your favorite XXL class is in the comment section below, and who your favorite rapper from any of the XXL classes is. Follow me on my TikTok, follow me on my IG, and let's just jump right into the video. So, what inspired me making this video? Well, Blueface had this absolute loony bullshit to say on the Club Shay Shay interview.
That's a nice class. You the best rapper in that class?
Of course, man.
Got the baby?
Oh yeah, the baby crazy too. Yeah, he go crazy.
Yeah.
It's a tie.
Gunna last album, that thing here.
Yeah, Gunna be going crazy too. I ain't gonna lie. I like his new sound and
Roddy
really growing with it.
Yeah, that's not true. But before we jump ahead of ourselves, let's start in 2015. 2015 is unequivocally Vince Staples' class. It's not even close that he is the best artist, best rapper from this class. We don't really have to debate this. The guy has the best discography. He's clearly the best rapper. He's head and shoulders above everybody else. Second place is tricky because he could either be Gold Link or Fetty Wap. However, I gave it to Fetty Wap simply off the fact that the guy still is around somewhat musically. While he is in jail, Can I Get to the Yams was still a thing that was going crazy on TikTok not even a year ago. Or maybe that was 2 years ago. I don't know. The internet has made everything one jumbled timeline because of, you know what I'm saying? So, yeah. But let's not forget, we were all waking up at 7 a.m. bumping Trap Queen and 679 repeatedly while brushing our teeth, while on the bus to school, while in class. That was a thing that was happening. And honestly, if you weren't doing that, you were trying your hardest to be different, you dork. At number 3, I'm going to give it the Gold Link. Look, the guy has a decent discography. He is a decent rapper. He has, you know, a hit at least under his belt. But unfortunately, he never took off like how he should have.
Oh my God, bro.
Oh, hell no, man. What the fuck, man? Get your ass on.
At number 4, we have Shy Glizzy. I really don't have a good argument for anybody else on this list, so he's here at number 4. I like White Girl.
So yeah.
At number 5, we have Tink, simply out the fact that she sells out a lot of dates, a lot of shows. I don't know how. I've heard probably 3 Tink songs in my life, but she has a very good cult fan base. So salute to you, I guess. And number 6 through 8, that is clearly Dage Loaf, K-Camp, and OG Mako. These are all people that are very much stuck in the middle school era of a lot of our lives. You're not escaping that. I'm sorry. Y'all are not escaping that. RIP OG Mako, but it is what it is. Y'all were a point in time in all of our lives, and we have honestly moved on with them. Moving on to 2016, where I'm probably going to piss a lot of you off, but hey, bro, who cares? At number 1, we have Anderson .Paak. Look, say what you want to say, and I know all your favorite rappers on here, all your other favorite rappers on here.
Oh, how can you do this to Uzi and Kodak? I can shit.
Shut up. This guy has had multiple hit records basically every damn year. His discography is one of the best discographies in terms of R&B, period, right now. It's like this dude has a mainstream hit every other year. This guy's in like 75,000 commercials. He's somehow involved with something musically big every single year. Whether it's with Bruno Mars, whether it's himself, whether it's commercials, whether it's movies, he's always involved in something. And so for that alone, I have to put him at number 1. But coming in at number 2, this is where strong arguments could be made. But ultimately, I gave to Lil Uzi. Lil Uzi's run from 2016 to 2021 will go down as one of the greatest runs of all time. It simply will. I mean, the guy has 2 diamond records. What else do you want me to say? Like, that alone, honestly, puts you above a lot of other people, especially when you put that in context with the run that he had from 2016 to 2021. And while the Pink Tape isn't my favorite, it's still a decent project. It's just, look, we're just not going to talk about Eternal Take 2, all right? Let's just move on, all right? Let's just move on. At number 3, we have 21 Savage. Look, again, he has a strong case to be number 2 and number 1. The Drake collabs helped him out a lot. The J. Cole song where he won the Grammy helped him out a lot. His discography overall is pretty good. Unfortunately, again, the 2 diamond records have to mean something when it comes to trying to put 2 artists against each other. And while I think 21 is a great rapper and arguably sometimes a better rapper than Uzi on some tracks, I can't put him ahead of Uzi, but he is still absolutely great. At number 4 is where the accolades argument dies for me, and that's Denzel Curry. Look, I know he doesn't have the accolades like a 21 Savage, like a Kodak, like a Uzi, like an Anderson .Paak, but his discography is damn strong. His rapping ability is damn strong. His longevity is damn strong. And we're not going to deny that the guy hasn't had hits either. I mean, Clock Cobain was a big hit. Ultimate was a humongous super smash hit. I mean, you couldn't escape that song on Vine. It's really like PTSD at this point if you grew up during the Vine era. You can't get it out your head. At number 5, we have Lil Yachty. Look, there was a point in time where Lil Yachty was close to the bottom of this list, but it's 2025. That's not the case anymore. I mean, from absolutely falling off after being one of the hottest young rappers, being in movies, having some of the hottest shows, being in multiple Sprite commercials, this guy was everywhere. He fell off so hard. He tried so hard to beat the allegations, and he did. After his Michigan Boat series, the guy went on a crazy run, dropping great record after great record, ultimately leading up to his alternative psychedelic funk album that was absolutely fantastic. And so while I don't think he's on the level of a 21 Savage, of a Uzi, or on the rapping capabilities of a Denzel Curry, the guy has hits. Hell, he's written hits for other people. I don't know how you tap into that city girl language, but hey, clock that T, King. Period.
You ain't gay, nigga. You ain't gonna touch me, nigga. So back the fuck.
At number 6, we have Kodak. Again, this is another guy that has a strong case to be in the top 5, but honestly, inconsistencies is what holds this man back. And unfortunately, he can't get out of his own way, which ultimately leaves him to be out of the top 5 when it comes to 2016 alone. At number 7, we have G Herbo. I've never really been a huge fan of G Herbo, but I can't deny the guy has hits in terms of what his fan base likes. The guy has a huge fan base, and honestly 2025 has been an absolutely fantastic year for G Herbo.
Oh yeah. Nobody knows, yeah. Every solution, nobody still lives.
At number 8, we have Dave East.
Sometimes I get into a mode with a nigga and I whisper to the nigga and say, tonight I want to see you use that gun.
At number 9, we have Lil Dicky. Look, he's only at number 9 off the simple fact that he has a hit show on FX. That's it. Like, yeah, Freaky Friday exists, and he had the brain stuff, and I unironically listened to that as a teenager. I'm a grown man now. I don't find that good or amusing.
On your brain right now. Brain on some other shit, though. I've been all up in the club for a year. Hey, brain, I've been killing shit, don't mind me.
And at number 10, we have Designer. Look, again, another guy that got in his own way of his career. This guy had everything going for him, even though he was a clear copycat of Future, just the New York version. But now he's trying to do this whole Brooklyn rap thing, trying to be like Joey Badass, and everybody's like, he's from Brooklyn, he's from Brooklyn. What is this nigga jacking off on planes like not even a year ago? Like, what are we doing? What are we talking about, dog? What are we talking about?
You's a freaky ass nigga.
Moving on to 2017, where it was clear, man, this is XXL's time to really dig into the clout era of rap, because holy hell, there is a clear top 5 here, like an ultimately clear top 5. And there's an argument to be made between 1 and 2, but ultimately I landed on Playboi Carti being number 1. I really don't think there's a debate, but I could see your argument if you wanted to say XXS is number 1 and I have him at number 2. Playboi Carti is the super mega superstar that X was on pace to be, but unfortunately we all know what happened with X. But in 2025, if you're still listening to XXXTentacion music as a grown-ass man, what are you doing? Like, hey, Ice on, what are you doing? Get a job, go get a life, talk to a girl, go seek therapy, actually grow up and get out of your parents' basement. Stop playing Marvel Rivals all day, bro. Like, stop it, bro. You're a dork at this point. You're a loser, and your friends really don't like hanging out with you, bro. But they just don't want to keep it real with you. Stop it. And number 3, we have A Boogie. Look, it was really a toss-up again between A Boogie and Amine, but ultimately I'm going to give it to A Boogie simply on the fact of he's still very much popping on the East Coast. Like, extremely hot on the East Coast. I think his run was overall bigger and better than Amine's, and I love Amine's catalog, but I gotta give A Boogie his run. And it's not like A Boogie's catalog is bad. He's put out really, really good projects. I just think that his name and cachet has simmered down a bit just everywhere else, but he's still very much huge on the East Coast. And number 4, like I said, I'm giving it to Amine. From 2016 to 2019, 2020, Amine was having a pretty decent run of hip hop. While he has gone a little bit silent, that K Tronada album was still pretty good. And at number 5, we had PNB Rock. Look, he's honestly only here because, again, he actually has some hits. He has a decent discography, but once we get past him, we're just scraping at the bottom of the barrel, because holy. I mean, I have Kyle at 6, but what do you want me to say about this corny-ass nice guy rapper nigga? He's ass, and he's always been ass. I don't even know why I liked I Spy. Like, it sounded like some Backyardigans ass rap. This nigga is trash.
I ain't been getting high. Well, maybe a little, baby, I don't wanna lie.
At number 7, we have Made in Tokyo. Again, somebody that I actually found to be pretty decent, but look, at least Kyle has the hit. Skateboard P was cool. It wasn't I Spy though. Like, again, I'm picking straws here. I don't know what y'all want me to say. At number 8, we have Kamaya. At number 9, this is where the clout thing really comes into play, because Ugly God is here. Yeah, I forgot he was on these lists. Man, what happened to him? Like, he became more of a Viner slash content creator, YouTuber with Rice Gum and Jake Paul and all of them than a rapper. And finally, at number 10, who the fuck is Cap G? 2018 is another list where there is a clear number 1, really 1, 2, 3, and then you can really pick your poison with everybody else. JID is the clear number 1 here. We don't have to say too much about JID. It's set in stone. At number 2, I have Trippie Redd. While I do think Ski Mask has an argument to be number 2 simply because I think he's the better rapper, I just don't think he has the better discography, simply about the fact that he took a long hiatus from rap. And while I understand why he did, it still happened. And rap honestly moved on from Ski Mask. It's not like people don't still like Ski Mask or still don't enjoy Ski Mask, but it's just not the same anymore. The era is gone, which is why I say if you're still listening to XXXTentacion in 2025, it's like, what are you doing? Because the era is gone. Trippie Redd is along with that era. Emo, mosh pit, sad boy rap, my nigga. If you have Bart Simpson still as your home profile, what are you doing? Like, it's here. Stop. But Trippie Redd, again, has 2 major hits. One with Playboi Carti, one with Travis Scott. So, he has something. And at number 4, we have Lil Pump. Yeah. That's all I can really say is yeah. 5 through 9, y'all have fun in the comment section. Really. Who fucking cares? Jumping into 2019, I like to call this the COVID class, because half of these people really found their prime in COVID, and that was about it. They fell off after that. And speaking of this class, this is the class that Blueface was on. And spoiler alert, he's not even in the top 7.
I'm gonna get you. Stop running from this dick, boo. Fucking on the shit so that you gon' hit.
Because at number 1, we have Gunna. Again, there's no real like debate on who should be number 1 here. While I do think Meg Thee Stallion has a good case, no, Gunna has been on an absolute tear since leaving jail and was on a monster run before going into jail. So it's clear who number 1 is. But again, like I said, number 2 is Meg Thee Stallion. She's been on a great run. Her discography is pretty good. Her hits are top level. Her rapping ability is really good. Look, I understand that all of you weird red pill niggas and weird conspiracy theorists don't really like Meg Thee Stallion no more, but you're not going to deny the slaps. sorry. I don't care that you call her a horse. You're not gonna deny the slaps. At number 3 though is where the accolades argument definitely goes out the door for me, again, because it doesn't really mean a whole lot, especially when I'm about to talk about who's after this person. But at number 3 I have Rico Nasty. Longevity means a whole lot more than you peaking 1 year. And Rico Nasty's longevity has been pretty consistent. Her discography pretty consistent. Her rapping ability is pretty good. Her album this year, I reacted to it, is pretty damn good. That means something to me. I'm sorry, it just means something more than you having a crazy 1 year peak. Because tied for 4th place, we have Roddy Ricch and DaBaby, 2 guys that were going basically neck and neck. I mean, damn, they have a superstar diamond song with each other with Rockstar.
That is not DaBaby. Who the fuck?
But again, you had a 1 year peak. DaBaby ruined his own career by saying that absolutely lunacy bullshit on stage for no reason at all, unprovoked by the way.
Lights up.
Fellas, if you ain't sucking nigga dick in the parking lot, put your cell phone on. Yeah, keep it fucking real.
Some of y'all niggas suspect as a motherfucker, let's be real.
And Roddy Ricch simply dropped a terrible sophomore album and hasn't dropped an album since. At number 6, we have Cordae. Talk about a guy that had all the right tools, but he just came up in the wrong era. If Cordae came out in 2011, 2012, we would be talking about Cordae in a way different light. But because he started with the YBN clan, and then he broke out and eventually tried to become the next J. Cole, it was already over. We were already on to Playboy Cardi. We were already on to Lil Uzi. We were already on to Ski Mask X. And so that lyrical backpacker rap, that storyteller, deep conceptual, open your third eye, futuristic, 5%er music that he was doing, niggas ain't wanna hear all that, bro. Niggas ain't wanna hear all that, bro.
Okay. I'm super fragile, casualistic, espialidocious. I'm smoking halitosis. You drinking papasosis.
Yo, you need to listen. The game is twisted like a kaleidoscope.
Lyrical Bible. Not only am I the next Michael, I am the disciple.
Will I ever forget beginnings? A country boy who humble and grateful for his position, but never satisfied or complacent. My intuition is telling me longevity is the race that you finish. So I'm running like Forrest Gump. I couldn't afford a Trump tower. I will devour a caterpillar on flower. Emerges to a butterfly, embracing all his new power.
I ain't gonna lie, bro. I love you. Nobody cares that you read books, bro. We don't. But again, I do have to give him some credit. The guy was on a mainstream level. He had, you know, Sprite commercials or Coca-Cola commercials, one of the two. The guy was a part of the Super Bowl ad. The guy does have mainstream appeal, or at least did have mainstream appeal. Unfortunately, his sophomore album was the most mainstream corporate bullshit we've ever heard, and it just ruined his career. At number 7, we have Comethazine. He goes by Frank now, I think, and plays the trumpet. So that should let you know the precipitous fall off on this list. At number 8, we have Tierra Whack. Alright. And at number 9, we have Blueface. Look, the reason why he's not anywhere lower, because again, he does have hits, and he has shown maybe once or twice that he actually has the capability to be a decent rapper. It just sucks that he's a clown rapper and a clown human being. At number 10, we have YK Osiris. I need you to know, if you are somehow below YK Osiris, you are not only one of the worst rappers of all time, but just one of the worst musicians ever. Because at number 11, we have the nigga that thought he was, you know, Kodak Black. You not him, bro. I'm not even going to say your name. You not him, bro. You are absolute ass, and I pray that you don't ever touch a microphone again, bro. Holy hell, you are garbage.
Damn, I feel like the man. Freshman of the year, I woke up like the man. Never popping Zans, cause they killing me, damn. When you got it money, they be trying to be your friend. Okay, this a lame ass beat. Walk up on your bitch, my dick, 8 feet deep.
Moving on to 2020, where again, there is a clear top 3, really top 4, then everybody else is kind of fighting for their own spot. Because at number 1, we have Rod Wave.
I want some fries and chicken, a side of biscuit, that ain't enough for me. I want a number 3, straight out that oven, nobody get nothing from me, man.
I don't think this really is an argument. I know the Baby Keem defenders are going to come in my comment section. Oh, he has the Grammy. Oh, he has the Grammy. Bro, Rod Wave is on par with like Taylor Swift in terms of streams and, you know, projection of numbers and money. He on some different level stuff, bro. His records that he has, like, just for music, are on different levels. Like, I promise you probably know maybe 5 Rod Wave songs if you're not a Rod Wave fan off the top of your hand. but this guy is selling out arenas by himself. He's him. But at number 2, I am going to give it to Baby Keem. That Grammy means something. The Melodic Blue is one of the best albums that we've heard in quite a while in terms of rap artists or new rap artists. The guy's tough. He is tough. It's just, hey, big bruh, when that album coming down? Hey, when that album coming down? And number 3, we have Jack Harlow. Again, another guy that's really a superstar. And I know there's a lot of people that don't really like Jack Harlow. I'm one of those people, I like Jack Harlow. I've always liked them. I understand that the Drake clone allegations were there and the industry plant allegations were there. Like, I get it. And while I don't think he necessarily failed as, you know, a rap star, because I mean, the song with Doja Cat did numbers for what it did, but I don't know. Jack Harlow is kind of a weird case that I really want to dive into more, but I'm not even going to get into that right now. But he is at number 3. At number 4, I have Latto. I think Latto has a better discography than everybody else listed below her. She has the bigger hits than everybody else listed below her. It's not really an argument, and she is a pretty good rapper. I know y'all don't want to hear that because, again, woman raps about butt and pussy and boobs and money. I don't care, bro. I don't care. At number 5, we have NLE Choppa. This is a guy that consistently will give you a hit at some point in time every year. I don't know how he does it, but he does do it. And while his discography may not be the best, he does have some decent projects. I believe Cottonwood was actually a decent project. But this whole like NBA Youngboy, Michael Jackson, Tupac, bald nigga thing that he has going on, you know, the whole I'm an airbender spiritual guy, but now I'm a Christian thing that he has. He just be doing shit, bro. At one point in time, he was gay. Like, he just be doing shit. But can't deny, he do be putting out some slaps, though. At number 6, we have Polo G, somebody that had, you know, the potential. But unfortunately, he will be one of those guys where he is the epitome of staying in your lane can absolutely ruin your career. Because he got the moniker Piano G. And if you don't get what that means, well, go listen to Polo G's music for yourself. At number 7, we have Lil Keed. Look, I wasn't a huge fan of Lil Keed, RIP to Lil Keed, by the way, but he did have some songs where I was like, all right, that's cool, that's decent, I like what you were going, but ultimately, he was just a Uzi, Young Thug, and Playboy Cardi clone at the end of the day. At joint 8th, we have the 2 bozos from New York, and that's Fabio Foreign and Lil TJ. I'm really more mad about Fabio Foreign simply off the fact that this nigga is 37, still acting like he's 19. What are you doing? Like, this guy had all the potential in the world. He was on the Donda album giving out great verses. He has pretty decent songs, but yeah, he was still calling Pop Smoke Big Bro when he was 36. Like, what are we talking about? What are we saying?
Oh, I'm the real Black Boy Max. Such a goofy. What are you talking about, bro?
And don't even get me started on Lil TJ. Oh, she's a virgin. It's her. Shut up, nigga. At number 10, I still don't know who this guy is. 24K Golden. Has anybody seen bro besides the little music videos that he popped up in 2020? I don't know who bro is, but he somehow had like platinum records during this time, and I didn't hear a single song. I'm so serious when I say this. Who is 24K Golden? And if you're a fan of 24K Golden, I really think you're a robot. I don't think you're real. Was he our first inclination of AI as an artist? Maybe, because I have not seen this guy since 2020, and I'm so serious. Who is this nigga? Coming in at number 11 is Cowboy, simply on the fact that he has envy. That's all. And at number 12, we have Chica. The Five Nights at Freddy's 2 movie wasn't that good. So you remember how I said XXL was going down this trend where they were just hiring or just putting anybody on the list just simply for clout and name? Yeah, 2021 is the epitome of this. This is by far the worst list of all. I mean, the worst list of all time. It's so bad to the point where I really don't even want to rank it. Bro, Ruby Rose and DDG are on this list. What the fuck are we doing? DDG wasn't even like really popping at this time as a rapper. I think he had Moonwalking in Calabasas, and that was about it. I'm geeking to even come out. Who did this? And Ruby Rose, you know what? I know why somebody put Ruby Rose on this list. It was probably, you remember that guy that was spending like $1 million or $2 million plus on Ruby Rose to meet her in person, and she called him out for being a weird stalker? He must have paid XXL to put her on this list. He must have. He must have really invested into her music career to the point where he was like, yo, I need y'all to do me a favor. I will pay y'all $5 million to put Ruby Rose on this list. PNC did not hit for this man. He busted so many crazy nuts to this woman, bro, that he was willing to actually invest into her rap career. Because there's no way you put Ruby Rose on the same publication that Kendrick Lamar is on. What are we doing? XXL should have been canceled after this, bro. Because holy hell. With that being said, though, I have Flo Milli as the best rapper off of this list. And you can honestly argue who is number 2, 3 through 4. You could maybe give it to 42 Dugg, but honestly, it doesn't matter because again, DDG and Ruby Rose are on this cover. Moving on to 2022, where the industry plant allegations were not a thing apparently, but all of a sudden became a thing 2 years later. Because the number 1, I have Doechii. Yeah, where were the industry plant, allegations when she was on this list? It didn't exist. It never happened. Because you guys simply ignored the fact that she was actually here this entire time. And it's clear why she's number 1. Sorry if you're a Babyface Ray lover. I understand. I haven't met number 2, but sorry, dude. She has the Grammy and she did deserve the Grammy. I don't think she had a better album than Future, but she did deserve the Grammy nonetheless. But again, like I said, number 2, I had Babyface Ray. Look, the guy's a really good rapper. He has pretty decent projects. I like his tone. I like his inflection. He has a pretty decent discography. At number 3, we have one of my personal favorite rappers. We have Cochise. Look, the guy doesn't give me bad music. He is pretty much consistent on all his music. And he has 2 pretty big hits. Well, at least in terms of TikTok hits, pretty big hit. The guy ultimately makes pretty fun and enjoyable music. And while I understand he is a Cardi clone, who cares? Most of the Cardi clones are decent, at least. Heavy on most, though. I mean, heavy on most. Remember that guy that was like whispering and had the baby voice Cardi thing down to a T? Yeah, I don't know what that era was on, but glad we got rid of that guy. At number 4, we have Sofego. Look. Again, he fell off the face of the earth at one point in time, but ever since Jack Boys 2 and this Mania project, his comeback is looking pretty decent. And you can't deny, Knock Knock was a slap. It was. In his first EP with Hang With The Goats, up off the 1942, he had some slaps, y'all. He did have some slaps. At number 5, we have Nardo Wick. He probably has the second biggest or biggest hits out of anybody else besides Doechii on this list, but it's like listening to somebody drilling their teeth when they're rapping. I mean, I've actually seen this guy live perform. He is one of the worst people I've ever seen perform. He literally just does this. Who wants smoke? Who wants smoke? And then coming in at number 6, because he will be the last person I talk about in this class, because literally nobody else matters in this class. Casey, I'm gonna give you a shout out. Big Scar, I'm gonna give you a shout out. But everybody else, I'm sorry, y'all really don't matter. Y'all want me to talk about Cali for real? Y'all want me to talk about Cali? Are you serious? No. But coming in at number 6, like I said, is Babytron. While I do think he is ultimately a meme rapper, he still is pretty decent at putting together bars. So, but like for real, y'all want me to give you an insight on Saucy Santana? The fuck are we talking about, bro? What the fuck? What are you talking about? Seriously, stop it.
But I'm finna go listen. I'll be in the morning.
Stop patting my back like I'm your homeboy.
Moving on to 2023, where again there is a clear top 3, and then everybody else, who cares at that point? Because coming in at number 1 is Glorilla, and it's by like 15 miles. I don't really have to explain Glorilla, but number 2, I have Central C. Again, somebody that is exceedingly better than, the third person on this list. And while I think there's a huge gap between 1 and 2, Central C is still pretty decent and put out a pretty decent project this year. So I have to give him that. At number 3, we have Rob 49. Honestly, him and Friday are really a toss-up. You can put wherever you want at 3. I like them both but for different reasons. But Rob 49 is at 3 and Friday is at 4.
I took that back like a 4-pound soccer before I married Jose right there. Come on, my brother's the last one. I'm keeping so bad like a 4-pound soccer before I married Jose right there, marry my Thomas.
At 5, I have Tia Corinne. I personally like Tia Corinne. I personally like her discography, the way she raps, and I really love Freaky T. At 6, I have Lil Tyler. Again, there's really not much to say about everybody else once we get to this point. Because at 7, I have Boston Richie. Look, he is a testament that black women will hold you down regardless. Because them snitching allegations, they tried to get after my bro. It didn't work. Black women still love him. But I haven't heard a Boston Richie song since 2023. Like, this was during the era where Don Julio, Hennessy, and Hellcats were the 3 biggest things in the black community. And so him, Skrilla Baby, Rob 49, and Bossman D-Lo were absolutely taking over the entire rap scene because they made nothing but Hellcat, Hennessy, and Don Julio music. But really, once we get past Boston Richie, who cares? I mean, 2 rares on this list. The nigga that danced mid-freestyle because he forgot what the rest of his lyrics were, bro. What are we talking about? The nigga was skirting and scoop hopping and skiddly daddling. Why?
Yeah.
That's 2 times this year. He's known for having 3 girlfriends and banging them out on OnlyFans. Like, then there's a nigga called Sleazy World Go. Who are you? Who are you? Why did you name yourself that? Moving on to 2024. Big X the Plug is unequivocally the best rapper from this class. I really don't even have to talk about everybody else. It's really Big X the Plug and then everybody else. But I guess I'll give Boss Man D-Lo and Cash Cobain a shout out to round out the top 3. But the rest of the list don't matter. I mean, 4Bats is here. Rich Amiri is here. Scarlett is here. Maya the Dawn is like, what do y'all want me to say? For real. Like, there is no commentary. There is no deep dive about Scarlett and Lay Banks. Like, what are we talking about? And finally, 2025. It's a little too early to determine who's really the best. While a lot of people would say it's Ian simply off the fact of he has the hits, I'm gonna give it to Nito Pay simply because I just think he's better than Ian. Look, I'm a middle class white boy, but I have a sad story shtick that Ian's trying to go for right now to trying to garner some sympathy and make him feel like an actual human being. Just really isn't working. However, I just still like him. He's still cool. He's a cool little white boy. And he's number 2. And at number 3, I'm giving it to Samara Sin. I just think that she's the better artist out of everybody else. While Baby Chief Do It has a good argument to be number 3, I'm gonna give it to Samara Sin. Obviously, Baby Chief Do It is number 4, but you guys can have your fun on 5 through 9. I'll personally say Rayvon, but again, who cares? I mean, who cares? Eam Triplin is on this list. EBK J-Bo was rapping on Skype. The fuck are we talking about?
That can't get beautiful and it's looking ugly. There's some baggage coming with that view on that you cook it funny. I'm at the GM fella bacon because I look love for my comic spire, put the section on and push it funny. If she gets funky, I just pray you move accordingly. Got some niggas now.
Like, dog, Jello is here. Jello! But with that, ladies and gentlemen, is every XXL member from their class ranked. You guys let me know the order of these people. Again, if you want to argue me down about that Mexican OT and Eam Triplin and Wi-Fi's funeral, have a day. Have a day. I think you're a dork, but have a day. But in the meantime, y'all, it's been your boy Josh Shiro. We out.